Hey, and welcome back to Bain's Bites. I'm Bain. So we've had some people asking for breakfast ideas, and we've had lots of people asking for vegetarian ideas, so I figured I'd throw the two together and show you guys something I like to make. It's super easy. We're going to be making some baked oatmeal. But, as if you know me, we're going to do it on the Traeger. Let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing we need is obviously oatmeal, right? We've got old-fashioned oats or rolled oats, whatever you want to call them. We're going to be using a 9x13 pan today, so I'm going to measure out 3 cups of rolled oats and add them to a bowl. So to our oatmeal, we're going to add half a cup of light brown sugar. Now to go along with our dry ingredients, we're going to do 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, and 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. Now I've just got some chopped pecans. I'm going to add about half a cup. I'm going to add just a heaping half a cup because I really like some good pecans. And the last thing we're going to add for our dry ingredients is going to be a half a cup of raisins. I got golden raisins because I prefer those, but you can use whatever kind of dried fruit you want. You don't have to add them. It's completely optional, but I like these. So I'm going to grab a spoon and stir these all together really well. We'll set these aside and we'll move on to the next part. So for our wet ingredients, I've got 6 tablespoons of butter. I'm going to throw this in the microwave and melt it and let it kind of start to cool while I get the rest of our wet ingredients mixed up. We're going to do 3 cups of milk, 2 eggs, and a teaspoon of vanilla. So I'm just going to grab a whisk and mix this all together. Make sure I get those eggs beat up. You can use raspberries, you can use blackberries, you can use most kind of fruits that you want, or you don't have to add any at all. But I like blueberries, so let's get them rinsed off and we'll put all this together. The last thing I've got is a Fuji apple. I'm just going to cut it up into little pieces. If you like apple, or you like peaches, or you like pears, whatever you want to use. Again, you don't have to use it, but this is the way I like to do it. And I'm just going to take these and cut them up into smaller bite-sized pieces. So before we mix everything, because what we want to do is mix it all up, put it in the pan, and cook it immediately. We don't want to let it sit. This milk will soak into the oats and it'll get kind of soggy. We want to mix it up and get it in the oven, or in our case, get it on the Traeger as soon as we can. So we'll spray our pan with some cooking spray. I'm going to take my apples and drop them in the bottom of the pan. And the very last step before we mix it, I'm going to take that melted butter, mix it into our eggs and milk, give it a quick stir, just so it's incorporated. Set this out of the way and we'll go ahead and mix both the wet and the dry together. We'll stir these together. Make sure we get everything mixed up real well. We got our pecans and our raisins, our oatmeal, some brown sugar, some cinnamon, all kinds of good stuff in here. And we'll toss these in at the very end so we don't squish them while we're mixing it. Mix these up. And let's pour it in our pan. We'll spread all this around and get it even. Press it down. So let's grab our oatmeal and go throw it on the grill. All right, it's been sitting out for about 10 minutes. We did cook this thing for 1 hour and 5 minutes. So depending on what you're cooking it on or what you're cooking it in, it may vary anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour, 15 minutes. It just depends. What we were looking for is the middle to be fully set. I like mine a little bit further done. If you want it a little softer, just wait till you give it a little shake and the inside is still almost set, not quite. But it's been cooling for, like I said, about 10 minutes. So we'll drop this down, we'll dig in, and let's see how we did. 100% maple syrup. So I'm just gonna do a really light drizzle over the top, just to give it a little bit of extra. And now I can't wait any longer. Never done baked oatmeal on the Traeger. Love to make it in the oven, but this is the first time. Let's see if it makes any difference, but I can tell you what, this is gonna be good. I want a piece with that apple right there. Apple's soft. Oh man, what a treat. It's got just enough texture, the spices are there. It's sweet. Oh, it's so good. If you've never heard of baked oatmeal and you never heard of it done on a smoker like we did today, be sure to give it a try. If you don't have one, again, just throw it in the oven and it's just as good. But that's all we got. I'm gonna dig into this. I hope y'all enjoyed what we're doing. Be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit like on the video. If you have any requests, be sure to let us know. We'll work on getting them in, and as always, y'all have a great day. Now I'm hungry because this is good.